Roger Carroll, emanating from Hollywood through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service. Come your way with lots of good music, and I hope you enjoy our features of On Stage. A little later on in the show, something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. Right now, a song that I think is a dandy. You listen to the lyrics. This is a beautiful song. Originally recorded about 15 years ago by Harry James with a young fellow by the name of Buddy DeVito, who did the vocalizing. Nothing particularly happened to this record, except it's become a classic as far as ballads are concerned. Here's Nat Cole with Nelson Riddle, and This Is Always.
This isn't sometime, this is always. This isn't maybe, this is always. This is love, the real beginning of forever. This isn't just midsummer madness, a passing glow, a moment's gladness. Yes, it's love. I knew it on the night we met. You tied a string around my heart, so how can I forget you? With every kiss I know that this is always. Yes, is love. I knew it on the night we met. You tied a string around my heart, so how can I forget you? With every kiss I know that this is always, always, always.
Well, what do you think? Harry James made this famous about 15 years ago with Buddy DeVito. This is always. Famous as far as, never a million seller, but I think people who appreciate real fine things, this will fit right in that category. Now with Nat Cole and Nelson Riddle. This is always. Regular feature on our show that you folks seem to enjoy, and as a matter of fact, if you have a tune that fits into the category of something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue, I hope you send us your ideas. Can we send them an album if we select theirs, Chad? Sure, okay. If you send us a tune for each category of something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue, we'll send you an album. Mr. Riggin says it's all right. You won't buy them. I'll furnish them. Okay, I'll be the sport on this one. All right, for something old, the King Sisters, Alvino Ray and Song of the Island.
Na blue. Love is true. Where balmy airs and golden moonlight caress the waving palms of Honolulu. Honolulu. Nane Hawaii. Nane Hawaii.
All right, for something old, I think it always makes for good listening. Wouldn't you say so? The King Sisters, Alvino Rey's Orchestra, and the Song of the Islands. Actually, this will never grow old, of course, but it's a real good sound. Something new from the Meredith Willson Broadway production of the unsinkable Molly Brown. Jonah Jones, the quartet, and Are You Sure?
Are you sure?
Yes, yes.
Are you really sure?
Yes, yes.
Jonah Jones, the quartet, from the new Meredith Willson Broadway production, The Unsinkable Molly Brown. Did you hear the toot right there? That was the old Unsinkable Molly Brown just tooting out on, there she goes. Bon voyage, my friends. Something borrowed right now from the motion picture High Hopes. Flip side of this record won an Academy Award, the title tune, but here's a song that the writers made a lot of money on because it was on the flip side. It's a beautiful song from Frank Sinatra. All of My Tomorrows.
Today I may not have a thing at all, except for just a dream or two. But I've got lots of plans for tomorrow, and all my tomorrows belong to you. Right now it may not seem like spring at all. We're drifting and the laughs are few. But I've got rainbows planned for tomorrow, and all my tomorrows belong to you. No one knows better than I that luck keeps passing me by. That's fate. But with you there at my side, I'll soon be turning the tide. Just wait. As long as I've got arms that
that cling it all. It's you that I'll be clinging to. And all the dreams I dream, beg or borrow, on some bright tomorrow, they'll all come true. And all my bright tomorrows belong to you. As long as I've got arms that cling at all, it's you that I'll be clinging to. And all the dreams I dream, beg or borrow, on some bright tomorrow, they'll all come true. And all my bright tomorrows belong to you.
In the category of something borrowed, a beautiful song, All of My Tomorrows, from the motion picture High Hopes, I should say, Frank Sinatra with Nelson Riddle. You know, we have mentioned several times on our show that we do a regular show every day at KMPC in Hollywood, Most Happy Radio, as we call it. Apparently, we have mentioned it on our Armed Forces radio show here, and we've gotten quite a few notes and letters to KMPC, Hollywood 28, and we thank you all. A lot of people have commented on the way we do the show, and I thank you very much. No jokes. Chet Riggins won't let me tell the jokes. Oh, when we're not on the air, we tell some doozies, but mostly music on the best sounds in town. That's what we like to feature. Conclude our feature of something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. Oh, by the way, thank you. You're all very kind when you take a moment out of your busy day to drop us a note. Something blue. I don't particularly... Why be blue? But this is a blue song. Edie Gourmet. One for my baby. And one for the road.
It's 2:45. There's no one in the place except you and me. So set 'em up, Joe. I got a little story you ought to know. We're drinking, my friend, to the end of a brief episode. So make it one for my baby and one more for the road. I got the routine, so drop another nickel in the machine. I'm feeling so bad, wish you'd make the music dreamy and sad. Could tell you a lot, but you've got to be true to your code. So make it one for my baby and one more for the road. Well, you'd never know it, but buddy, I'm a kind of poet and I've got a lot of things to say. And when I'm gloomy, you simply gotta listen to me until it's talked away. Well, that's how it goes. And Joe, I know you're getting anxious to close. So thanks for the cheer. I hope you didn't mind my bending your ear. This torch that I found must be drowned or it soon might explode. So make it one for my baby and one more
Frank Candelosi wanted to hear that when he's someplace on, I think he's at Enowetok, and he listens to our show. One for my baby, and one for the road. Edie Gourmet. This album was recorded in Las Vegas. Another new album that we received just the other day, Tyree Glenn, now at a very fine plush spot in Chicago. And if Chet will hold up the album, I can tell you the name of the place, if I can see it. All right, Tyree Glenn at the London House in Chicago. Thank you, Chester. And this is a swinging version of Avalon. Tyree Glenn at the London House in Chicago, his brand new Roulette album, and we heard a swinging version of a little thing titled Avalon, or is it Santa Catalina? The Barry Sisters now from their new album, Side by Side. Here's a group the gals really singing. You'll know what I mean here with Around the World.
Around the world I searched for you. I traveled on when hope was gone to keep our rendezvous. I knew somewhere, sometime, somehow you'd look at me and I could see the smile you're smiling now. When it might have been in County Down or in New York or Gay Paris, even London town. No more will I go all around the world, for I have found my world in you. Gay Paris wasn't gay for me, 'cause I couldn't find a trace of love. London town had its ups and downs, but I jolly well could not find love. While I was in China, I had a yen, but no one had a yen for me. In Spain, I was ready, but the beginning never began for me. So round the world I searched for you. I traveled on when hope was gone to keep our rendezvous. I knew somewhere, sometime, someplace, somehow you looked at me and I could see the smile you're smiling now. It might have been in good old county down in New York, Gay Paris. Or was it London town? No, no, no more. Well, I go around the world, for I found my world in you, Scooby-Doo. Yes, I have found. Yes, I finally found. I have found my world in you.
Hey, I like that. How about you? The Barry Sisters, Side by Side, is the album on Roulette and Around the World. I think we have time now for Jackie Gleason as he presents Lazy Lively Love. Album will feature in its entirety in the very near future on one of our shows. Jackie Gleason presents Lazy Lively Love. Is there any other way? This is a very compact Dixie group, supported by a lot of strings, and we heard a real nice version of Exactly Like You. The album, Jackie Gleason presents Lazy Lively Love. And that about does it for the RC Get-Together for this time. Roger Carroll thanking each and every one of you for the use of your time. Our thanks to Chet Riggins for holding the watch and kind of counting them off, the seconds, that is. Glenn Nakamoto handling the technical end of the business. I thank you for the use of your time. Let's do it again real soon. We came to you from Hollywood through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.